Professor, what do you think of NBA 2K23 so far?
It was dope. Right away looking at it, you could see the graphic upgrades. You know, like sometimes in the past people be like, oh, it's 2K, it's always pretty good. But like this one was exceptional. Right when I looked at it, I had like double take. I'm like, this is a real game? Like.
So you're getting scanned today. How excited are you about that?
I'm super excited because now I get to play as myself in the game, and I'm gonna start playing more than.
Coming up next, the 76ers taking on the Pistons. For the 76ers, they've been playing well. They've won 4 of their last 5, dictating the pace night in and night out. They look to continue their style of play with another win here tonight. Pistons, Sixers, coming right up. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Well, it may be hard to remember now, but Joel Embiid did miss his first 2 seasons due to injuries. He said, "It was rough. I think about what I went through and how it prepared me to be a better man. I really feel like I'm the process, and the process is about me. So every time I step on the court, it's all about having fun. I'm just enjoying my time in the league." Kevin, back to you.
A lot of depth in there, David. Thank you for that one. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. And, of course, there's the 76ers.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they're placing themselves right among the league's top teams here in the early start. It doesn't look to me like they're in any danger of getting off to a slow start.
They've eliminated that possibility in my eyes. I mean, they've come together quickly, and I think they're going to be right in the playoff mix all season.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. And the small and power forwards are Thibault and Harris. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Embiid in at the 5. And for the Pistons, they've got Corey Joseph. Hamidou Diallo is out there with Grant. Then it's Jordan, and it's Stewart in at the 5 down low. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple of years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
Goes up, and Jordan slams it home.
Love seeing Jordan use that extraordinary quickness to come up with the steals. An outstanding defensive player.
Poked loose. And now the Pistons fast break. The finish. And the dunk by Jordan.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Heads up basketball, plain and simple, guys.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Maxey. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Boy, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game. sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
Took him no time at all on that one. Jordan's got 12.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And stolen by Jordan. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And here's Harden following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. And that one's good. Maxey.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Got that one up quick. Jordan's got 20.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Harden outside. To the paint. Here's Thibault. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, much respect for the defensive Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic at getting his hands up to block shots.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Paseknik's checked in for Stewart. Bagley comes in for Jeremy Grant. J.J. Redick's checked in for Diallo. And it's Cunningham in for Corey Joseph. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Paul Millsap is checked in for Embiid. Reed comes in for Harris. George Niang, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in for James Harden. Knocks down the three ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Jordan. Pass to Redick. From deep. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist from Redick. 23 points in the game.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And stolen by Jordan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
And stolen by Jordan. Pistons leading by 18. This quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Niang. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
From deep three-point range, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Guys, they deserve a lot of credit for not losing focus and letting one slip away. They came to play every time, and I expect that'll be the case tonight.
And so is Detroit, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a bit of a lull in the play of Joel Embiid. He sees the need to turn up the heat a bit.
I think I need to, be more aggressive. Just look to impose myself, just look to dominate. I guess I need to go back to having fun and just dominate.
And certainly Embiid has shook a different look here for Detroit. Jordan, he's checked in for Diallo. And Corey Joseph subbed in for J.J. Redick. Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Paul Millsap, Green out there with Maxey. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Reed in at the 4 spot.
For your Pistons, Isaiah Stewart.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hands it from downtown.
No wasted motion with Harris. He's so smooth and polished as a scorer. He gets those catch-and-shoot jumpers off nicely.
From deep, Jordan, another 3 for Detroit.
Oh, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Shoots the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Jordan's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Detroit.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Now Detroit moving it up. A 3-ball. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's Detroit holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I kept messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Detroit finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what was your impression?
They're getting everything they could ask for at the perimeter. Finding open shots, making the defense look foolish, honestly. You don't like to say that, but that's what they're doing. But that defense has to adapt. The threes will just coming down if they don't.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. Like they don't have even game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage that they've allowed. Well, that's not going to cut it on. I don't even want to talk about it now.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And big men's roles have adjusted Clark in today's game. You take a young Clark Killer and put him in this style of play. What adjustments would he make?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin. I would love to play this up and down, wide open style of basketball. I'm just not sure if I'd be athletic enough to make it happen, but it is more of a face-up rather than post-up game. And maybe I could be part of a small ball lineup, creating havoc with big guys trying to guard me on the perimeter.
Isaiah Stewart out there with Grant. And it's Michael Jordan. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Diallo in at the 3. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Thibault, the pass to Harden. And here is Jordan. He has 45 points. Three-pointer. Another three for Detroit.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Good, he hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Passes it to Embiid. Now, here's Thibault. Harden outside. Not loose. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Yep, that one goes. Jordan's got 54 points.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
And another steal for him.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far. Connects from three-point range.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Yeah, that's been the pattern, guys. I mean, their turnover is not only killing their offensive flow, but fueling the fire at the other end. That's a losing combo.
Fires from deep. And good! There's another. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Harris up top. He's guarded by Diallo. Pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And with a merciful bucket, he snaps a terrific run by Detroit.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Sadiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top three-point shooters of his class, a defender, and he's just scratching the surface. Guys, not bad for a rebuilding team.
David, you're right. They got a good one. Thanks. Here's the three. Another bucket. Wow! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
30 seconds left in the third. Harden with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Harden, that's good.
Nice physical play from Harden that time inside. Never afraid or backing away from the defense.
Connects again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. And, yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And the Pistons with possession here. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And he's good on the three ball.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And so is Detroit, able to put on a show for the ages. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Green. Reed out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Shake Milton, and it's Niang in at the 3.
You know, this is a player who made only 2 3-pointers over the course of his first 4 years in the NBA. That's 2 3-pointers in close to over 300 games. But now, that shot's a big part of what Millsap does.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Jordan. Inside, here's Hayes. And it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Jordan, the pass to Pasekniks. Over Millsap. Again, the Pistons good for 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Now, here's Milton. Defense is right there. Reed with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Green leading the charge. Feeds to Millsap. No good, unable to end this run.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Bagley. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Hayes. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Outside, Redick. Another 3 for Detroit.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
A nice shot by Reed.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by the Pistons.
Redick for 3, and another 3 for Detroit.
Even from way outside, Redick is a threat. I mean, this guy has in the gym range, so you need to pick him up off the bus.
Tipped away and stolen by Jordan. And the pass to Redick. Over Green, and Redick the bucket on the assist by Jordan. Jordan's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Philadelphia has gotten 2/3 of their 3-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pistons.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences. You can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was
for Michael.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
To the wing right side. Jacks up a 3. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And Millsap slams it in.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
Here's Bagley. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory. And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome. One of the best dunkers this game has ever seen.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Marvin, the team's playing well of late. What's the difference?
We play together. We locked in. We worked on things on our days off. We just try to focus on them, and we came out and we executed it well. We're just playing together, man. We got to keep this thing going.
It's a good feeling, I'm sure, man. Congrats again on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long.
A confident group coming through the tunnel. The Pistons looking to stay focused and pick up a win at home tonight. The serene atmosphere here in downtown Motor City, the site of tonight's matchup. Hello and welcome. We're ready to get the week off to a great start. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Brian. Nikola Jokic said, quote, growing up in Serbia, I fell in love with basketball. Playing professionally at 16 years old, I developed fast. Now, when other players pull me or grab my leg, I love it. That's how we played in Serbia. Not fighting, but just the passion. I don't want basketball to just be a job. I want to keep that passion. Brian?
Great stuff, Allie. Thanks. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for him.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Lee in at the shooting guard position. And for Detroit, we've got Isaiah Stewart. Marvin Bagley is out there with Hamidou Diallo. Then there's Hayes, and it's Jordan in a 2-guard. And some teams hitting rough patches here in the middle part of the season. Smitty, how many players-only meetings have you been a part of that made a difference?
A few. Those meetings are like calling a timeout on the season. Some can stop the bleeding, but for others, it's not enough.
Now here's Jordan. Knocks down the long J.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Here's Murray. It's a 3-point game. And that one drops for him.
The combo guard, Murray, capable of hurting you with his scoring as well as with his passing.
From deep, Jordan. Another 3 for Detroit.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Drives to the hoop. And slam dunk by Jordan.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there. Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Denver calls timeout.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
His offensive effort has really gone unmatched as of late. When it comes to that end of the floor, he's been accurate and explosive. Hard for any defense to keep up with that.
And stolen by Stewart. Jordan with it. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Nails it from 3. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Detroit.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
You know what else, guys? Defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight and turn them into points. And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. So for the Pistons, Grant comes in for Bagley, and Cunningham subbed in for Diallo. Here's Jokic. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Got a piece of it. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. There's the triple. And the Pistons, another 3.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the
man.
I can't believe he just did that.
Now that is incredible. And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. With the drive.
Did you see that? I saw it.
Wow.
And he saw it.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
This one for 3. Drops in the 3. Jordan's got 28 points for the game.
Oh, flawless start for him here in the first quarter.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Najee, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Green comes in for Gordon. Green's checked in for Porter Jr., and it's Morris in for Murray. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. And a list of rookies that are red hot, the leaders in scoring over the previous 10 games. .59 seconds left to play in the first. Morris for three. Drains the triple.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
From deep, Jordan gets the three ball to go. Jordan's got 31.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Knocked away. And here we go again. The Pistons on the break. Oh, did you see that? Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just filthy. There's no other word for that.
Just putting the defense to shame.
I mean, to do that in a dunk contest, no worries. But to do it in a live game, that takes a lot of confidence.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Outside, Green. Back to Morris. Pass to Lee. Here's Najee. Hits the three-pointer.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Detroit with the ball. Jordan with the bucket.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Morris outside. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. He gets it off. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
He had to rush that one a little, but terrific stroke from range.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. Pistons ahead, running away with this one. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. Welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, the Pistons have been rolling along.
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a lot made. And so it's the Detroit Pistons way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm with Coach Mike Malone. Coach, how concerned are you by the lack of urgency and execution in the first half?
Yeah, very concerning. You know, our starters weren't ready to play. They jumped us, tried to go to our bench, get them in the game. They took us out of our offense, so we didn't really have any flow on either end of the floor.
You have to get back to being you in that second half. Thanks, Coach Malone.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Detroit finds themselves ahead after two quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, they're getting to the line more, and that usually comes down to wanting it more. Because once they had the lead, they kept pushing. They tightened the screws up, and they didn't let go.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope. Just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Denver has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Marvin Bagley is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Amadou Diallo. And it's Jordan in a shooting guard. That's the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Jacks up a 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Launches a 3. And the Pistons, another 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Takes the 3. And good. There's another.
Oh, my goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show.
At the line for Detroit, Michael Jordan.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Nuggets shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. That's tipped. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Here's the break. Oh, are you kidding me? Amazing. And he goes in for the dunk.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And up the floor again for the Pistons. Oh, my goodness.
No.
Powered it home.
Maybe so.
Ooh, what a finish. And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And the basket by Lee.
The unique passing skills of Jokic, just fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has a clean look at the basket.
From deep, Jordan. And again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Ooh, poked away. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, we know this about Jamal Murray. He is not shy of letting that thing go. He said, quote, anyone that knows me knows this. I'm going to take the last shot. I've always believed that, envisioned that, dreamed that, and practiced that. And I'm going to make it. Guys, there's no denying that confidence.
Well, it serves him well, right, Allie? Thanks for that.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Pass to Jokic. Down low. And then Porter with the dunk.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. He hails from a small town in Serbia. Jokic played basketball, but also a number of other sports that he credits for his current skill set.
Yeah, he says water polo helped with the one-hand passes, and volleyball helped with the tip-ins. And the harness racing, well, who knows? But he was obsessed with it.
Good. He hits again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Pass to Lee from deep. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one. Now here's Jordan. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Knocked loose. Jokic passes to Gordon. Back to Jokic from deep. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Knocks it down from distance.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Outside Murray. Outside Porter. Pass to Lee. Back to Porter. Gordon, left side. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Jordan goes in.
Whoa,
my goodness!
Watching Hayes, he keeps his eyes up, always looking for a better shot, either for himself or his teammates.
From deep, Jordan hits yet again. Wow! Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
It'll count. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Pistons ahead, running away with it. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nuggets, we've got JaMychal Green, also Green out there, and it's Najee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Counted from distance.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Another thing, they've not only caused a bunch of turnovers tonight, they've turned most of them into points. They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And the Pistons pushing it up now.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Another one falls. Amazing. That's 91. An incredible feat.
Incredible indeed. This is just a flat-out insane performance.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. Up again.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
Jackson on the wing. Drains the wing tray.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
And that one's good. Green.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Pass to Magruder. Over Green. Oh, Green with a block.
One of JaMychal's strengths is his shot blocking. Whether he's down low or on the perimeter, he gets up quickly.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Grant's checked in for the Pistons. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. We'll see you next time.